What is biblical love? Though love, I'm gonna give from the Bible, but I'm also gonna give from just what I've gathered from the Bible as a whole and from life, one thing is, though love comes with feeling. It comes with feeling most of the time. Love is not a feeling. Biblically, love is an action. Um Jesus tells us to love our enemies. He's not telling us to feel love toward our enemies. He's not telling us to feel good feelings toward them. He's not telling us to try to feel good feelings toward them. He speaks of blessing them, praying for them, feeding them, clothing them. These are all actions. Feelings come and go by the second. Are you are you do you always feel good toward the people you love, or do you get angry at them sometimes? Real love, it it doesn't change with the feeling. It's not about what that person can do for you. It's not about your mood. It is about real love, like it says in 1 Corinthians 13. Real love is selfless. It keeps no record of wrong. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not boast. It does not envy. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things. Love believes all things. Love hopes all things. And love endures all things. It's not about what the other person can do for you or how you feel. I've noticed that when you if you're trying to be in a relationship, specifically like marriage, and you're not content in the Lord, the relationship's gonna fail. Cause a relationship's not about what the other person can do for you. If you're holding that person to unrealistic standards, if you're trying to make that person be your peace, make that, like, if you feel like you need that person, you're trying to make that person be your happiness, they're gonna fail. We're all humans. We're gonna fall short. But when you have peace and contentment in the Lord, and you don't feel like you need that other person for your happiness, but you love them with real love, which is selfless. So, of course, your spouse should love you back, but your love that you love them with is not based on how they love you. In the Bible, it tells wives to submit to their husbands, but nowhere does it tell a husband to make sure your wife submits. It tells the husband to give his life for his wife, as Christ gave the life for the church. But nowhere does it says, wives, make sure your husband's doing this, 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 and that. It's, you can only control what you do. And at the end of the day, it's like, love is not an exchange. You love the person no matter what. Or it's not gonna work. I don't know why I wanted to do this topic. I was watching Mike Winger's marriage series, and it's a beautiful thing. He has mad videos, like each of them's like 2 hours long, but I love them. They're very biblical. They're very sober in the way he thinks. But yeah, that's what real love is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about how that person makes you feel. It's not about what that person can do for you. It's not about how you feel when you're with that person. Those are all good things. Those are all things that should happen, but that's not what love is. You have to be able to love on the bad days. You have to be able to love when things are hard. You know what I mean? Like, love is hard. And I feel like you really have to be centered in the Lord. You really have to have integrity in the Lord. You really have to be like, I just watched it, that's why. But God is amazing, and God is amazing, and without Him, marriage is not gonna work most of the time. It's without Him, me personally, I don't have nothing. I can't do nothing good on my own, but I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Also, you can't control how someone loves you, but you can control who you marry. If you if you're in Christ, you need to marry a godly person. And God, everyone falls short, but God willing, that godly person will try to love you selflessly and biblically. So you don't have to check on them all the time. You don't have to get treated bad, but it does talk about trying to win your spouse over without a word by your conduct if they are not a follower in Christ and you're already married. But yeah, I just wanted to add that because we're not supposed to love based on how we're loved, but that doesn't mean just marry anyone and let them treat you any way. You need to be marrying someone with your same values.